Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for a high priestess that I think is about to get a little bit of clarity or perhaps even surprise. We have the woman looking rather magical, and of course, a fairy, because this is the fairy Lenormand, and she's checking out this confusing situation. There's something here that isn't sitting quite right. And I feel like there's almost like a little bit of a sense of frustration here. Like, this is somebody who normally knows what's going on and can kind of like predict what's going on. This is perfect, mountain girl. Look at mountain and girl. It's you. So, let's see what else we have for you here, High Priestess. We're going to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Happy New Year. If you haven't already heard that from me like 18 times, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I think we need to start with the situations deck. So I want to know, I'm not really sure why I feel like the High Priestess is going to come out, but I do feel like we're dealing with a pretty intuitive feminine. I know, right? And there being something kind of shrouded from you on purpose. Maybe it's some sort of gift or surprise that, you just didn't need to know about. And it's worth you having this moment of surprise, right? Ooh. All right. All right. It's getting juicy. Hey there, Rose. How's it going? We've got soulmate and forbidden love. Somebody has felt like being away from you is too much to bear and that you are their other half. But why is this a tragedy? We've got threatened. You guys, I told you. We got divine feminine here. So we've got someone who's very intuitive. But why? We've got somebody who maybe felt a little bit insecure. Maybe they didn't think they were good enough for this divine feminine, or maybe they felt like there was competition that was a little bit more, I don't know, maybe there were just a couple more suitors than this person really anticipated. And I don't know, I feel like somebody here is feeling like they have to take action quickly or they may lose this love interest of theirs. Because look at her, she's looking good. There's people that are taking notice of you, right? I totally agree. Let's see. Well, we do have love here. Wow. Okay. So I think we've got a divine feminine who is particularly intuitive, and she may find that there are a few love offers that are coming her way. So we may be dealing with one of those almost like, somebody wrote a book like Wuthering Heights about this situation where there's just a total network of people, difficult to remember everyone's name. Mountain Girl, I think you had said you'd watched The Cook of Castamar, kind of like that, where it takes a couple of episodes where okay, Alfredo's this one, Ignacio's this one, Carmen is this one. That's right, there's a girl named Carmen in that show. All right, we're going to move on to the Egyptian tarot and see what else we can find out about this situation. Feels like we've got a divine feminine who's a bit of a hot commodity here. So I feel like we have like some kind of love situation that seems more likely, and another one where somebody feels like they don't have a chance. Wow, you guys, when I asked if I should do another reading, it was 4:44, and now we have two fours coming out. So I do feel like 4 would be an important number for you. There's also 4 likes right now when I say this. So the Four of Swords came out kind of sideways. I feel like we have somebody here who had rejected their soulmate or somebody they felt really strongly for. And now they're realizing that they can't move on from this person as easily as they maybe thought they could have. There's been some time that has passed, and this person feels like even if there are judgments made against them for telling you how they feel about you, they don't want to actually like continue on and not have at least shot their shot with you, right? Hi there, Miss Cherry B. How are you? Happy New Year. So with this Two of Pentacles, I also feel like somebody is trying to get everything sorted or set up, maybe a little bit of balancing of finances so that they can do something here a little bit out of the ordinary or a little bit unpredictable, because we do have the Tower coming out in the reverse. For some of you, what I see here is a divine feminine that has realized they need to walk away from this particular love situation because they have something else on the horizon that makes a lot more sense for them. So this could be, we've been talking a lot in the last couple of days about my opinion on twin flames, right? The idea that some people get a little bit too invested in that, a little bit too caught up in this is the person I have to be with. This feels to me like somebody who maybe kind of fell into that trap a little bit and then realized they didn't have to deal with somebody that kept creating tragedy after tragedy with this love situation, that they were empowered or, you know, capable of walking the other way and finding something that wasn't a roller coaster. And this Tower in the reverse could signify that there was somebody on the other end of that twin flame situation who didn't want to do the work, who didn't come forward, didn't make the offer, and didn't think they would ever lose this divine feminine. And now they're realizing they are exactly where they thought they'd never be. Now they're feeling threatened because they realized, or they have realized, that it's going to be maybe a little bit harder for them to actually lay claim to this divine feminine because they've been sitting around here not doing what they needed to or rejecting the healing that they needed to do. So there's, I think, a shift, like a timeline shift happening. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. I feel like there's something swift, really quick coming in. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a major loss. Yeah, you guys, I feel like there's somebody here who had really put all of their stock into the idea that if this is my twin flame, she can't choose somebody else. So I can just, be over here being an F boy and nobody can really say anything about it. And when I feel like I can just like saunter over here and lay claim to my divine feminine, right? Oh, pork chops and cornbread? That sounds delicious. Hi there, King B. How's it going? Yes, I totally know what you're saying. If you want to have a magical love experience, you got to be able to go through the difficult times. And this person, I think, was assuming that they could just avoid or like sidestep some of the more difficult parts of the spiritual journey. And as a result, because they did not put in the effort and because there's been significant delays here, somebody has lost out big time. This Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like the mistake of a lifetime. Somebody is going to be thinking about this for a long time because it was their wish fulfillment. And that explains why we have the negotiator card. Somebody here is going to be begging for forgiveness, begging for more time because they realize now this divine feminine, there's another love card here. There's another person that this divine feminine is interested in. And I don't mean like, oh, you have nice jeans. No, which by the way is from the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. If you haven't listened to that album, do yourself a favor and do it. But we've got somebody here realizing I have options, I can do something different. And whoever was sitting on their ass doing nothing is realizing they've lost their wish fulfillment. You know what? I think we're going to dive into the Kipper. Hi there, Miss Joanna. Welcome. Hello, Veronica. All right, let's see what else we can get from the Kipper. We have child. I'm taking this to mean we had somebody who was acting a bit immature here. Didn't want to grow up. You guys, look at this. Somebody being immature, and then the middle card is concern. And then realizing while they were taking their sweet time, partying, doing whatever they wanted to do, being immature and selfish, they realize now maybe you up and moved. Maybe you've been dating somebody new. Maybe you've stopped responding to their stupid catfish emails. There's something here about a drastic change. And I don't think it's something that this, non-starter twin flamer can actually like do anything about. There's a new beginning with somebody who is respectable, um, reliable, and able to communicate. This could be somebody who lives at a distance, or this could be somebody who is traveling a long distance to make a love offer to this divine feminine. But this is a different masculine. There's somebody here who sat on their ass and did nothing, thought that they could waltz in at the last minute and claim their lady. And here we have somebody else who's like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time. I know what I want. I'm going to do something about it. Watch me. Oh, you guys are nice. And now we have main female coming out under the change card. Now, this card in particular, if you go by the Kipper book, tells you that this is somebody who is likely changing apartments or moving to a different apartment. So I do feel like this divine feminine has had some sort of major change. It doesn't have to be address. It could be that you're just moving on, right? But I think for a decent amount of you, you've decided you're ready for a new adventure. You're not going to stay stagnant in whatever location this was, whatever social community this was, whatever caused you to feel like you didn't, well, whatever caused this to be a tragedy, right? Somebody wasn't putting in the effort, and it's like a missed connection, basically. I'm noticing there's kind of like a vault behind this wealthy man. For some of you, this person could be a banker or be really skilled with regards to like the stock market, for example. But we have privileged lady in the reverse, and this is under distant horizons. So if she's in the reverse, even though we've got the divine feminine out here, there's a couple ways to look at this. Somebody was deterred or delayed by a relationship, probably this person who sat on their ass for too long. They were probably in a relationship with somebody that was using them and potentially had a child with this individual, or possibly baby trapped, right? But I do feel like there was something here about a relationship ending, marriage in the reverse, and then we have judication in the reverse. So we could have somebody who feels like they have lost out on true love because they got, you know, tangled up into a different relationship, or maybe didn't leave an unhappy marriage when they had the chance. And now, because this is not official, this hasn't ended, there's like a timeline shift. There's something here where whoever expected to have that title, to have that seat next to this divine feminine, tough titties, not happening. Should I make t-shirts with that? I probably should. All right, we're gonna go with the tattoo tarot. I'm hearing the song, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. With this hand and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, this is like, nah, please. You lost that shit. This is like somebody who is being greedy about themselves, not really doing right by the person they claim to love, getting a big old slap across the face from the universe. You took too long, dude. You don't get to do this. So This is a major loss for somebody. And I feel like this Four of Swords is commenting on the fact that somebody is realizing they're alone. They don't get to rely on a partnership or relationship to heal the wounds that they should have been healing on their own. Hi there, real furious pharaoh, wolf dog. Welcome. What a killer name. We've got the Ace of Wands coming out to clarify the Two of Pentacles. Somebody is saving up or making efforts towards a new beginning. I really feel like someone is moving here. It doesn't have to be, the divine feminine. It could be the person who's making the appropriate offer to the divine feminine. It could also be that whoever feels they've lost out on the divine feminine is trying to move towards where she moved, if she did move away. We've got a broken heart here, you guys. Somebody was playing mind games and thought that that would keep the divine feminine on a hook, waiting for this person whenever they decided they were done being selfish or immature. But with the Tower in the reverse, they have lost what they tried very hard not to lose, which is to say they could have done more, right? And now they're regretting their actions. I think at some point this person broke the divine feminine's heart by being selfish. Like there was an opportunity here, possibly more than one, where the divine feminine said, hey, like, are we going to do this thing or what? Like, I know how you feel. You know how I feel. What are you doing over there playing with your marbles? You going to grow up? No? Okay. And that led to this divine feminine realizing her self-worth and moving towards and making a decision, judgment, that time's up. Normally this judgment card has a couple of people that are rising from coffins, hearing the calls of angels. But what do we have in this card, you guys? We've got an angel and a devil. Guess what? Somebody listened to the devil and decided to play games, and they lost. It's like, okay, so American Beauty was one of my favorite movies for a long time. And there's this scene where Kevin Spacey has to tell Annette Bening that, he lost his job, but he says it so cleverly. He's like, it's not like I was like, where'd my job go? That's how this person is, though. They're like embarrassed and a little bit shocked that what they thought they wouldn't lose, they totally did lose it, right? I am sorry to hear that, King B. We got to find a way to stop that. Are those lyrics? I love it. Yeah, it's hard because, Kevin Spacey had some mistakes, right? But that American Beauty film has long-term, been one of my favorite movies. I just haven't seen it in a while. We've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse underneath the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody has lost out big time on what their wish fulfillment was because they did not put forth a concerted effort, a methodical approach, or have any kind of dedication here to what they were actually wanting to claim as their own or have in their life. And so they have lost it. There was a hot and cold kind of energy here. Mind games, right? Ace of Cups in the reverse. So they lost this love. You can't play games. You can't play games with the most important love of your life. If you do, you are asking to lose it because you're showing the universe that you don't want it. All right, let's continue with the Rider-Waite. Good call, Miss Christina. We have the Page of Cups. This is clarifying the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So we've got, and the Six of Cups clarifying the Magician. So we've got somebody who thought that they would be able to rely on your kindness as kind of a little bit of weakness, as in you couldn't possibly move forward with somebody else because you were waiting for them to apologize, because you were waiting for them to make a love offer. If you know that there's a connection here, even if I haven't been good to you, you can't possibly accept something from someone else because you love me so much. The audacity. Somebody here just didn't think that they needed to put in the work or be kind to you or consistently be in your life. They thought they could just kind of string you along. Manipulation, really. But they have overestimated. We might see the Six of Wands in the reverse because this is like that energy of being a little bit overly confident, a little bit cocky, and presumptuous, right? This person was being a trickster. They were probably the type to love bomb you and then make things really difficult the next day because they weren't ready to actually commit to you or anyone really. So you decided it was time to walk away. You may have invested years, you may have invested months, you may have waited for that amount of time, and they didn't do right by you, and it broke your heart, but you knew how to move past it. They may have been the one to teach you how to move past it. That's what I really think Twin Flames is about. How can you teach me my own self-worth by pushing me to the point where I have to exclaim or scream into the void, no, I'm worth better than that. I demand better than that. What is it like? No, I don't want to get into any kind of like marketing campaigns, but you knew you deserved better. And so you decided to pivot and go somewhere else. Because here we have the world. I think a lot of you moved or just moved away from this person spiritually, right? You might have done some sort of like cord cutting or I release you kind of comment. And that let the universe know that you are willing to consider something different, that you don't need to be hung up on this person who won't give you the time of day. And now we have in the same column as the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, we now have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. What is lost to this person is not lost to you. You may have had a beautiful love connection with this person, a spiritual connection. You may have been able to communicate without words or devices, right? But this person has lost that and lost you. And you are getting a different divine counterpart in because you did the work. This person didn't. So they're going to feel the loss, not you. You'll have a different divine counterpart. Judgment. This is what I was talking about. See how there are people being called out of their coffins? There's somebody here who is losing the love of their life because they were not willing to invest any time or energy, or at least not the sufficient time and energy into it. So now we have some King of Pentacles type energy waltzing into Divine Feminine's life saying, that guy didn't do it right, but I can. Ooh, do you already, Rose? So we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is right on top of the Four of Cups, which is about rejection, right? But what do we know about rejection? Rejection is protection. So whatever is meant for you is meant for you. And whatever is not, oh well, it's a lesson, right? So we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Somebody here was not willing to consider the consequences of their actions. They didn't realize that what they were doing was bad planning. It's foolish. And that's because with Death in the reverse, they expected that this was never ending. You may have had kind of like a cliffhanger. Sorry, that's my boots, by the way. They make little squeakies. But we have somebody who anticipated that they would be able to come back to you, especially if there was unfinished business, if they hadn't apologized to you, hadn't told you how they felt, didn't tell you about this relationship thing. If they left things hanging but came back every once in a while just to kind of like keep you on the hook, they felt they could come back to you at any time they wanted to. You were wrong. So we've got Three of Cups in the reverse. If this person thought you were going to be cool to be like a side chick or a side bro, it's not going to happen, right? You're the divine feminine. And don't get too caught up on genders. Remember, we all have feminine and masculine within us. So with this Three of Cups in the reverse, I think you decided that you'd had enough. You would let this person, you know, continue on with their unhappy relationship because you knew you were deserving of a beautiful, symbiotic, equal give and take kind of relationship that this person couldn't offer you, right? All right. We've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse again. Somebody is really feeling the loss here with regards to something they viewed as their true love. We have the World coming out again. I think there is absolutely travel, but I also think this feminine who's looking backwards into the past, this is somebody who realizes the mistake. Somebody, it's like when you drop something and you keep going, but then you look back and you're like, oh shit, that's what this person is doing. They're realizing what they thought they had in their backpack this whole time fell out and they've lost it. They can't get it back. I love the drum emoji. Yep, exactly. You got to know what you deserve, and then you can't sacrifice or go back on that, right? So we've got somebody here who is moving away into more peaceful, tranquil living because they don't want to deal with a King of Cups who doesn't know how to express himself, who doesn't know how to manage his healed or how to handle his emotions or healing. Because if you've already figured that out, oh shit, you guys, I left 2 cards behind. If you've already figured that out, then why should you have to teach someone else how to figure that out on their own? You guys, look at the 2 cards I left behind. I knew we were going to see the High Priestess at some point. But with the Magician, this is you calling in a different soulmate. You're like, hey, yeah, about that. Hey, Heaven, yeah, no, we got a bad situation here. This is a lemon. I'd like to return it. Can I get a new one, please? Thanks. You guys can totally roast me over that accent. That was pretty bad. All right, we're gonna pull a few from the Angel Romance Oracle and see what else we get in terms of the new person, because I think we've heard enough about the old person, don't you? Ooh, you deserve love. This person thought you should just sit there and wait on your own, but you deserve love. And I think you stood up for yourself and decided, nah, man, I deserve better. And as soon as you did that, the universe was like, cool, let's find her something better. Because you were dealing with codependency, somebody who didn't want to admit to you that they had insecurities or a lack of confidence here, right? But we also have past life relationship. So I feel like this is the new person because this is under the change. I feel like there's somebody coming into your life or somebody who has recently come into your life that you click with instantly. And it feels like you've known each other for a really long time. And it's an entirely different energy than the one that is coming across as kind of like begging for more time. Yes, I totally agree there, Mr. Farrell. Miss Farrell? I can't tell. Don't hate me. It is safe for you to love. Now, I don't think this is about that old person. I think this is about a new person who demonstrates they are willing to be open and honest with you, and they're not going to play any games with you. Because look at how sweet this looks. When you compare the new love to what we can perhaps refer to as the twin flame love, somebody was embarrassed. Someone didn't want to be out and about with you. Someone didn't want to admit to their friends they were totally crazy about you. But this new person is like, what do you mean? That's like some high school shit. Why can't you tell your friends you're in love? Oh, you're just supposed to be like A one-night stand kind of person? Okay, well, have fun with that. Seems like probably gonna get lonely after a while, don't you think? So this other person that is clicking with you and making you feel understood and appreciated is getting serious about you. And if they haven't yet, they will soon because we've got engagement and honeymoon. Somebody knows you're the one. All right, let's get a little clarification here with the miniature rider weight. And then I think I'll call it a night. I'm gonna go make some jalapeno poppers. Um, I don't deep fry them, but I wrap them in bacon, which is almost as good. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. You are single and looking good and attracting people. And you have options. This person who thought that they could stand out amongst your options as the clear winner without actually putting in the work for it, they're seeing now that you don't need to choose them, that they need you more than you need them, because they're the King of Pentacles in the reverse. They have lost everything. They're being taught a lesson through their karma that they shouldn't have played games with something they wanted. We have the moon in the reverse. I'm looking at this as somebody who is purposefully trying to create confusion in the relationship so that they could, be selfish and play games and maybe have, some of those superficial type relationships that feed the ego. Because again, I think this person has some serious insecurity problems here. I think they're intimidated by you, actually. Hi there, Glenn. Welcome, welcome. And then hello. Is it Shaylee? That's pretty. I hope I said that right. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person did not give you the equal give and take. And now I feel like they're going to try to, rush in and tell you the truth about how they feel, but it's too late now. They're going to be begging and you're going to be like, no, no, no. Like, see, I'm already over here with somebody that is on my level. Maybe you shouldn't have delayed. You snooze, you lose. All right, tell me more about this new person, please. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is a surprise. Page of Swords in the reverse. If this person has been a little bit like they've established that they're trustworthy and you communicate really well, and then all of a sudden there's like a little bit of air of mystery, because remember we had the confusion card come out. This could be because this person is surprising you. We have Justice in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. You guys, this other person is trying to come through, because I look at this as somebody trying to control the situation. And I'm curious, let me get a little bit more information here. Why the Magician in the reverse? Because they're rushing in. I think, you guys, I might have to cut this short now because I don't want to ruin any surprises for you. I think there's somebody here who is being tight-lipped about something because they know that they have to make a move quickly if they want to be with you. I think somebody's planning something for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting like a bad vibe, but we have a bunch of cards in the reverse. Okay, let me do this. The King of Swords in the reverse, generally for me, this is somebody who is kind of massaging the truth. Yeah, but we have the Star coming out. So this is somebody who I think is doing something sweet for you. They want to show you that you're their wish fulfillment. They want to make things right for you after they know you have been treated poorly by people who claim to have loved you. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse again. I think they're keeping plans from you like some sort of surprise or a vacation. But we also have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is like a little bit of a mystery for me, you guys. It could be for some of you that this person who's coming in after your twin flamish type failure, who is a little bit of a test, and it could be for others of you that you've already had that test and now you have somebody who is coming in to surprise you. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I think you're going to have a choice. You may have a few suitors that are on your level and you need to figure out which one is the best one for you. So don't jump too quickly at, trying to get exclusive. You want to make sure you feel that click, right? Hi there, Lana. Welcome. Hello, Mac. Oh, I'm making a mess here, you guys. So we have the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's someone you've already got good memories with, or you feel like you've known each other for a long time. I think for a lot of you, this is somebody you've recently met, but you've connected so quickly with this person. It just feels like a magnetic pull between the two of you. And with the Hanged Man and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like some of you have been kind of reevaluating perhaps a determination or like a decision you made to just be single. I don't want to do anything. I think I've dealt with too many crazy people. I'm just going to have a little bit of a hermit time. And then somebody shows you that they're loyal, that they're honest, that they're like just like you. And you can't imagine not having a life with this person. All right, let's see. I think we'll go with the Bianco Nero. A couple more tarot cards for you, and I think we'll call it. I'm nervous I'm going to spoil a surprise for you guys. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups again. Yeah, this is right on top of the other Six of Cups. So there's news coming in, some kind of communication, and this makes somebody really nervous. Somebody else making an offer to you that's on your same level, because we have the Devil in the reverse, implying that we have somebody that has tamed their beast much like you have. It's really making someone concerned because here you are, Queen of Wands, calling in a bunch of attention, maybe not even intentionally, but you've got people who are willing to put in the effort that this twin flamish type person was unwilling to. Because they didn't make a move, somebody else is. This might even be a friend of theirs. But with the Four of Swords in the reverse, this person who wasn't willing to put in the effort has not healed and isn't able to approach you in a way that a divine feminine would want to accept, right? Hi there, let's walk home. Welcome back. So we have the King of Swords. So I feel like you have a King of Swords in the reverse and a King of Swords in the upright, and you'll need to use your discernment and your intuition to figure out which one is there to do right by you. And I think you'll be able to figure that out pretty easily. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Again, Happy New Year. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.